Sometimes you wonder about the competition. Now, I think they were worried about Murray State coming in, so we'll see what happens.
Meanwhile, in the latest rankings, Villanova is on top. Duke has taken just a little slip since they fell the other day, and Kansas tumbled all the way down to 13th spot. They lost two. Well, they were home games in Kansas City and Lawrence. That's home for them. They lost 2 in a row this
you never
past
ever
week.
see that. You never see that, so I don't know what they're saying there, but it can't be good.
Well, I saw Self on the post-game show, and who do we have on the other night? My goodness, all of a sudden. But it was kind of funny watching him. But he said, "Yeah, this I have to say, this is the softest team I've seen in my 13 years here." And, I had Tom Michael on. I had Tommy on Monday night, and he said, "You can just imagine what he said in the locker room away from those mics."
Rip, maybe he'll get fired and have to come back to Illinois.
I like Self. I don't think
pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And that was the thing there where at least when he left suddenly, that was that I guess dream job for him. He grew up in Oklahoma and played in Oklahoma State.
Right.
And he's been here a long time now. So I mean that was the place he wanted to be, and he is. So
he's happy where he is, there's no question. We kind of kept going downhill at that time as far as Illinois is concerned. So hopefully Coach Underwood will help us out.
I hope so. Baker Mayfield, that was a no-doubter for the Heisman Trophy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me. He's pretty classy guy, and he seemed to carry the OU pretty far, So we'll see what happens. It's be an interesting top 4 this year too. I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Oh, me too. I'm really looking forward to it. I love this playoff. I would have preferred to. I like Alabama. I like watching them play. I think the Big Ten got slighted all year, and so did Wisconsin. So I'm not happy about that. And actually, though, in the USC, as a matter of fact, played for all those people harping on that who plays the tougher schedule, they had a tougher schedule than Bama did. I mean, the Big Ten was better than the SEC, actually. I'm okay. I love the 4, but I don't like the way the Big Ten was disregarded.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Oklahoma State got defeated, and Michigan lost a game. So the way they do it, I think, makes a lot of difference, too. They need to stay right in there to the end.
Well, and that's one of the things that really – Alabama, they didn't play the last week. So they didn't have a chance to either win the conference championship or lose it. So they sat on their butts while they let the other teams do the work, good or bad, and they sneak in. After beating Mercer, the week ahead of the loss against Mercer, my goodness, we could have gotten 11 guys together and came within 60.
Right. And Batman went through a stretch where they had some injuries and things, too, but I guess when it comes to them, and the win-loss record means a lot, I guess, for placing in the top 4.
Well, once more, I actually love watching him play, and I'm okay with Saban, but I think there was a little Big Ten got stiffed some there, I'd have to say. The Army-Navy game was spectacular the other day. I watched parts of that from the national anthem on. That was just great.
I wish I could go to that one time. All the ceremonies and things of that type. I think anyone that has a chance to go, boy, you're missing it if you don't go.
Yeah, it was quite a scene. They played in the snow, which was pretty fantastic of view, too. You like some of that stuff. I don't like all that pure and pristine stuff in the dome. Play football, man. Right. Army, too, that was pretty cool, the way they camouflaged themselves with those white uniforms, huh?
Yeah.
You could, I mean, they were hard to see at times.
I guess the kicker couldn't see the ball on that last one.
No, not quite well enough. The bowl, 40 games. They start Saturday. It's going to be quite a while before I begin watching, because as far as I'm concerned, 10 or 11 of them are meaningful, and that's about it. But I'll be definitely watching really strong-eyed in those last few days for the semifinals and the championship game.
Right. Yeah, what about those Rams, Rip? They're doing pretty good this
year.
That's
good for them. I haven't paid any I paid attention to the extent that I know what's going on, but I have not been watching them. But no, they have, and it's amazing. Goff is all of a sudden turned into a quarterback just like that, just with a flip of a coach, huh? Flip of a switch.
I try to boycott the NFL, but my grandsons won't let me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of your grandsons, one of them is quite a golfer. Where's he get that from? That's the old lineage, yeah? Tell us about him. He's one of them plays for Charleston, the Trojans, and he and the team had a lot of success.
Must have got it from grandmother or something. I don't know.
So?
Yes, he's a sophomore. He plays for the Charleston Trojans, and there's 4 juniors and 2 sophomores. He's a sophomore. They're all back next year, and they won the state 2A state championship this year. So I went to Bloomington, and you can't believe how I enjoyed it when they go across that stage and they get the ribbon and the medal around their neck. I was a pretty proud grandpa, I have to say.
I believe, and I've just been there for different teams like Nashville and Oakville in the past, covering them for the Nashville News. That was great enough, but when it's your own, flesh and blood, that's even better. So how'd he shoot?
He had an 84, so he wasn't very good and didn't count the last day. And 2 of the juniors had a 67, 69. But I will say this: I watched the best high school player. And me being a retired high school coach, this is saying something, but it's the best high school player I've ever seen. Tommy Cool from Morton High School. He's already signed, sealed, and delivered for Coach Small at the University of Illinois, but he is a tremendous golfer. Shot 13, I think a 63, 66, won by 12 shots. What a tremendous talent. We'll get to watch him at the University of Illinois. At least they'll win at something.
That's a large split. How many strokes? 12?
He won by 12.
Won by 12. Illinois, they have a golf team, don't they?
Oh, I'm telling you, they get them every year.
And honestly, I just noticed that in the spring when all of a sudden I see it parked on social media. Well, the Illini did this again. Man, they're good every year. Yeah.
They're tough. Well, they got a great one coming now, I'll guarantee you.
Okay. Well, anything else, Bill? What's on tap this weekend? Have you watched the Wildcats yet play basketball?
I have watched them against West Frankfort. We won by 45. We were very aggressive. We looked good. Can't tell you the last time we beat a team by 45 points. But since then, I think the aggressive level's been down. We've lost, I think, 3 in a row. We got beat by Columbia last night, 57-50. But we're capable of beating anyone. And, of course, as you know, we play the Centralia Orphans the first round of the holiday tournament.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. We had your coach on Monday night, and Andy's a great guy and a super interview all the time. But that did sting me, just not in that way, but I was kind of amazed by that first round pairing. But we'll see. Right. Good tournament. I think it might be more stacked this year than it has been in the past. It appears to be, though, but at least with some names, who knows?
I feel like if Centralia doesn't play well, the Salem can beat them. I mean, we're pretty big. We're pretty good. We just have to play 4 quarters. We just haven't learned to do that yet. So,
need to do that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but all right, Bill. Enjoy your time there on the coffee couch by the bar and all that stuff. But thanks for coming on tonight. Okay.
I will. Enjoyed it, Rip. Have a good show.
Say hello to the Morgan clan.
Bye-bye.
That's Bill Morgan on Scores and Stuff, and he was brought to you by all of it. Scores and Stuff, Bill, you name it. From Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle, they brought you his services. Isaac, see them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. Brian Hancock is coming up. So is Amanda Geiger and the flashback to Stick and Stay.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955.
Reverend Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverend Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
Visit Breeze Motors to find the perfect car, truck, SUV, or CUV that fits your lifestyle and your budget. Breeze Motors is offering new 2016 Ford vehicles and a wide selection of pre-owned units. Breeze Motors has kept your vehicles in tip-top shape with genuine Ford parts in their service department for over 100 years. On Old Route 50 West in Breeze, visit breezemotorsales.com. Breeze Motors, your family dealer since 1913.
I'd like to start a campaign to blow the buttons off people's radios. Is that realistic?
This is Max 96.7.
Hello, sports fans. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio on this Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 7, Saturday mornings, 9 to 10. Let's catch up to the Tucker Electric guest line again for Kaskaskia Blue Devils basketball coach Brian Hancock. Brian, welcome back.
Thanks, Rip. How are you?
I am doing fine, and you are too after that. Wow, the unofficial first half of the season came to an end in a flurry, huh? You had a wild victory at Greenville College Monday night.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a good conclusion to the past 11 games in, I think, 21 or 22 days or so.
Oh, wow.
It was, for whatever reason, this year scheduling before November 15th was incredibly challenging. And then it seemed like everyone had openings and dates and wanted to play like after the 15th, which is when we actually opened conference play. And so, just trying to work those dates in there. And, I like to have at least a day in between, but
right,
man, with that many games, I think, that made it definitely a challenge and things. And I know kind of tough for our guys just to bounce back. And it's hard too, just to, find that time to get in those extra practices and kind of work on some of those things that, you need, or things that, that you may have to do a little differently with the next opponent and things.
You had a pretty good idea this would be another shootout. The first time you played them, you scored 134, and Greenville College has been known through the varsity level for piling on to points these last 2 or 3 years. There's no shot clock. I don't even think they have one up in the gym, do they? They're at Greenville?
No.
Why would
well,
they?
and I think with that system, they're trying to shoot the ball every 7 seconds is, I think, what they're trying to accomplish. And so, and the challenging part with it is that, you'll play what it seems like 5 to 7 minutes, and it's really only about 2 minutes because the clock's stopped all the time, and then there's 5 new players coming in every 1 to 2 minutes.
You have to operate like it's a hockey team, huh? Line change.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's amazing. We actually, I know on this game we just played Monday, and I don't think we did much in the one before, but I know for sure on Monday we did not run like one set during the entire 40 minutes. So.
Well, I remember they got a little national publicity last year. And actually, I tried to have the coach on. He never got back to me, so I'm a little up. No, whatever. But so the game before those, the one you really wanted and just could not climb over the top of the Warriors at Wabash Valley. They clipped you by 10 on Saturday.
Yeah, and it was one of those games where we played really well at different phases of the game. I thought we had 2 players kind of have breakout games. I see that every year with, especially with the freshmen and things. Shane Gons had 15 for us in that game, and
very good.
Played like a new guy, and a lot of confidence in the shot, and I thought really stepped up and really did that at both ends. He did a good job in the zone and things, and forced some turnovers and took good shots and just hit some big shots in that game. And Josh Roberts, kind of the same thing with him. First half, real strong. First half, kind of come out of his shell a little bit, and I thought those 2 guys really kind of stepped up. We were down 8 at half. Then in the second half, we actually tied the game up with about 9 minutes to go, and then just had maybe a 3 or 4 minute spurt where we just struggled to score. Got good shots. When I've kind of looked over this season and things, you always kind of have to depend and rely on your sophomores and things. But with Logan Corman, with Jalen Johnson, and then Justin Shaw, those 3 guys and they understand that. They know that they've got to really try to help us, especially in these conference games and things early in the year. And between Logan and Justin, I think we were 3 for 19. But yet we still had opportunities to win the game and things. And so, if those guys, I think, had just had that middle of the road game, we would have had a chance to come out of there with a win and stuff. And some nights, you have that where you just struggle to, we got good looks, good shots and things, just, couldn't get them to go and came out of there a little bit short and stuff. But, I thought our intensity and our effort against a team that, has a lot of pieces and, is pretty strong at home. I thought our guys, responded the right way. And we've kind of talked a lot about we've got to get 2 or 3 of these younger guys to step up. And when we've done that, Jamal Thomas has done that for us. Then we had Shane the other night. Josh kind of came out a little bit. Brandon has had some games for us. And so, we're starting to get some of these younger guys to kind of figure it out a little bit. And we just need to get a few more of those guys. Alex Movila actually on
against Greenville
on Monday night had 30.
I know.
And so it was just one of those games for him. Sometimes they'll play a smaller lineup, which he's able to guard, but then at 6'8", he's got some height, and he finished really well around the basket. Probably had 3 or 4 buckets where he drew fouls as well, shot it well at the line, and so he really kind of stepped up and showed us kind of somebody else that can help us here once we get back and things. So, but
hopefully you'll pick off.
Got to continue to kind of go forward here and try to avoid some of the injuries we've had. I don't think I've had as many injuries on any of the seasons as we've had this year.
Yeah, are you pretty much healthy now? I know the first time we had you on, you were decimated.
Yeah. We've had both Arthur Carter the other day at Wabash had a kid land on his ankle, and so he was able to kind of play through it, but he was definitely not at full strength. And then Jamal Thomas, he had came down on a kid's foot at Wabash, and that took him out of the game. Like, he tweaked it pretty good, and so he was not able to continue playing there or play on Monday and stuff. So, if we can just, I think we'll have a little time now. The guys finished up, and they've the last of the group left today and things, so they'll have a break now and return on the 29th, and then that'll give us a week before we've got a game at Lewis and Clark and things on the 6th.
And at the Pauls, you're 8-5 overall, 1-3 in the Great Rivers Athletic Conference. And once you make the turn after that new year, it's almost entirely league play, and it is all district play.
Yeah, it is. The rest of the way now for us.
Lewis and Clark, yeah.
Yep, the rest of we got 17 league games on the schedule coming up for January and February.
That's going to be fun. As just great competition. So let's back it up a little bit to. Incidentally, I want to get to Logan Corman, but before that, or you can carry it into that. Garrett Belcher, has he gotten a little more playing time as of late for the?
He has, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Garrett he's done a good job for us. It's obviously, I think, for anyone that comes from one of the smaller schools, to this level and things, it's obviously a big jump with just the size, speed, and
wake-up call.
And things.
Yes.
But he has done a good job. He's a battler, a kid that brings the right mindset and the right intensity to practice and things, and just he's a fun kid to coach and stuff. And he has made good progress and stuff in this this first semester and things. And so I've been pleased with him as well. And I just it takes a while for these freshmen, these younger kids to make the transition to this level with this size and experience and just how competitive this conference is. There is a learning process that they can only get by playing in these games. And so, that's kind of the phase that we're in now. And I think they've done a good job. We've tried, some different, offensive and defensive things, and I think it's been good for us. I think some things that we can kind of build on here for this second semester. But we knew that these younger guys were going to have to step up and help us, and they are getting a strong taste of how competitive and how good the GRAC is. So I think that's good for them. I think it'll push them and make them better at the end of the day.
And, of course, we don't have time to get to nearly everybody, but I do want to have you spout a few words on Logan Corman. He's come as advertised, as you knew he would be, huh?
Oh, yeah, and, I had a chance to watch Logan play a lot in high school. Just really liked his game. He has a really good feel on the floor, shoots the ball well, handles it. One of those guys that can kind of take it, off of a ball screen and be able to get to the rim and things. He shot the ball well from the perimeter. So he's just, with him, Justin and Jalen, like those guys, and Justin and Jalen have had their kind of moments in the fall where they were hurt as well, but like those three, when they're healthy, like those, that gives us a pretty good nucleus, and they've been pretty consistent in things for us. So, but Logan has done a really good job. Just has a good feel for everything we're doing, and I think has done a nice job of trying to help some of our younger guys as well.
Finally, Stephen Julian, who I loved watching play for your Blue Devils the last year or so.
Yeah.
What's the latest on him up at Cornell? Is he fitting in okay?
Well,
I've not checked, or has there been a switch?
I talked to him probably about a month ago, and I know he has started. The last I had seen, they had played 7 games, and he had started in all 7 games.
All right.
He was their leading rebounder, I think, at like around 7.5 a game.
Great.
He was their leader in blocks and steals, I believe. And Steve just has that motor. Like, he's one of those kids that he's going to figure out what he has to do to be effective. And when I spoke to him, he seemed was really enjoying it, liked his teammates, liked the academic situation there, and, the opportunity and challenges with that. He seemed like he was really content and doing well and things.
I'm glad to hear that. And finally, Jackson, is your son healed up?
Yeah, he actually just has come back recently. Had a fractured elbow.
I know.
And so he got the cast off and things. He was able to play this past weekend in a tournament. He's got another tournament in Florida this weekend. And so I think the arm's loosening up, and he's been able to get to a few practices. So
great.
He's on the upward side as well.
There we go. Some real positive news to end it with Julian and Jackson there. So, all right, Brian, when the calendar, chugs
the
forth.
The other thing I wanted to just mention as well was we had our Christmas basketball camp this past Sunday and things. It had probably our largest turnout that we've had each of the years. We've been doing this for a while now, but had, I think, around 76, 77 kids and stuff at the camp. And so we had a real good afternoon on Sunday and stuff with the Christmas camp, and had a great turnout with, kids of all age ranges and stuff. So our guys did a really good job at the stations and, working with those kids, and we kind of put them in some different drills and competitions and things. And so that was a good afternoon for us.
That's good to hear. Good to know, too. So, Brian, thanks again, and we'll see you out at KC come January. I'm sure it'll be around the high school gyms holiday tournament time. So have a good Christmas.
All right. Thanks, Rip.
Okay. That's Brian Hancock. His counterpart, Janelle Kuhn, the KC Blue Angels coach, will be with us Saturday morning, along with Central basketball coach Jeremy Schubert. So more balls are bouncing on Saturday morning. Hoops in full swing. Let's pause quickly, and then it's the flashback and Amanda Geiger standby.
Insuring your home and auto with Pekin Insurance equals a sizable discount. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department may save you as much as 30% on homeowners premiums and up to 15% on auto premiums if you insure both with Pekin Insurance. Call Farmers State Bank Insurance Department at 495-2965 for details about multi-policy discounts and learn what beyond the expected coverage and savings are all about.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Remember the good old days at the Speakeasy nightclub? Who's ready to party one more time? The final Speakeasy reunion, The Last Dance, is coming to the Aviston American Legion Saturday, December 30th, featuring the Bob Seger tribute band, the Silver Bullet STL, and an area favorite, Scooters. Get your tickets now and get ready for the final Speakeasy reunion, The Last Dance. Call 974-9735. That's 974-9735. It's your last chance. It's the last dance. It's the final Speakeasy reunion. Saturday, December 30th at the Aviston American Legion. Call 974-9735. That's 974-9735. Party one more time at the Speakeasy.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
This is Rip. I'm holed up in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio on this Wednesday. If I could have my tip money alone back from the Speakeasy, I could retire tomorrow. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. 6:37 is your time. It's brought to you, that time drop, by Breeze Furniture, Jan's Uniforms. Let's swing it the way of the flashback.
It's Flashback.
Get ready to flash back with the Easy In Travel Sports Flashback. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201.
If I knew then what I know now. This is from October 4th of this year. It's McHenry bowling coach Shannon O'Keefe on winning her first major on the Women's Professional Bowlers Association Tour. She had to knock off a star for the top prize, too.
Kelly Kulick is, will go down in history as one of the greatest female bowlers of all time.
Really?
And she owns 5 major titles and a handful of other regular titles. She's been my teammate on Team USA for the last 5 or 6 years now.
Okay.
And so Kelly's just a great player, and you just, anytime you face, the girls that are top of their game, you just know that you have to bring it. And so it's just really making sure that you're in the right mental place and not focus on what they're doing, because you can't control what they're doing, and just make the best shots you can. And that was really kind of my thought process going into that title match was, I'm here, I put myself in position to win. It's one game, anything can happen. All I can do is control what I can control, make the best decisions I can, and make the best shots that I can. And that was really kind of where I was really trying to channel my mental focus and not think, too far ahead, the frame ahead, or what Kelly was doing. And I was really, and I knew that win or lose, if I could accomplish that, then it would be success for me.
Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here. Planning a remodel or building a new home? Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton can get you started. Ideal Home Solutions has quartz, granite, solid surface, and laminate, with granite starting at just $49 per square foot. Ideal Home Solutions proudly sells Haas cabinets and specializes in custom showers, any size to fit your space. From tubs, whirlpools, vanity tops, windowsills, you're covered. Schedule a free in-home estimate today, 224-2500, or see their showroom at 102 West Broadway in Trenton.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Draghi, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I treat a lot of patients who have not been to the dentist in 10 to 20 years. Most had a bad experience as a child. Others are embarrassed to go or are concerned the dentist will scold them. We know these feelings are real and believe in listening to your problems and concerns. I will do all of this without putting you down or making you feel guilty. My team and I want to make a difference in the way you feel about dentistry. Please call me, Dr. Tim Draghi, at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment, or look at our website at breezedentalcare.com, where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
New in 2017, Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies. New patients are welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. If you are looking for a happy dental home and would like to talk to the insurance coordinator about your insurance options, Breeze Dental Care would be glad to help. Call 526-2020.
Scientists say the universe is random. Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio. Now listen up. I mean, you have been all show, but focus. It's all about cars and car buying. The bottom line is this. Car buying does not have to suck. You heard that. I mean, and at Dine Chevrolet, it does not. That's because Dine respects your time. You don't have to be there all day long and wait. But well, if you want to hang out and enjoy popcorn, maybe something stronger than popcorn and coffee, I don't know. But they'll get to know your needs. They're going to help you find the vehicle that is right for you. You'll be able to make an informed decision. That's what it's all about. Financing options are easy too. No pressure. There's no pressure to buy. Dine Chevrolet works for you. See Dine for your next vehicle and see how easy getting behind the wheel of that dream ride can be. DineChevrolet.com. Amanda Geiger is next.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
Monken Nissan is celebrating its 50th anniversary with a 2017 Nissan Armada Platinum H970 1849 for $49,115. It's Wes Monken's demo and it's $14,250 off MSRP. To learn more, visit their new Nissan website at monkennissan.com.
From our family to yours, with guaranteed satisfaction. Monken's the one. Monken's the one.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
Welcome back into the Carlisle Meat Market Studio for one more set tonight. Let's tackle the Tucker Electric guest line for another try. Over to Lebanon we go for McKendree Bearcats volleyball player Amanda Geiger. Amanda, welcome to Talkin' Sports.
Hi, Rip. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thanks for coming on. You are a busy girl, and you're on the horn for a couple of reasons. First of all, obviously, you had an illustrious season, and plenty more on that ahead. But you've have some pretty strong family ties in our area, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you're well, and you even played at Christ Star Rock before that move down south, didn't you?
I sure did, Rip. And I played at Trinity Centralia in the Lutheran school there for grade school.
Yes. Trinity Lutheran to Christ Our Rock. And then down in what's the name of that town? Is it, I forgot.
Tomball.
And you played for a Lutheran high school there too?
Yeah, Concordia Lutheran.
Concordia. And you dominated everywhere. And that's what got you to McKendree, huh, Amanda?
Yes, I chose McKendree initially. It was close to home, and a lot of my family members had gone here, and it has a great reputation as far as education. So I just thought it was a great fit.
Yeah, it really was. It's a great place for a lot of sports, and and you certainly had a robust 4 seasons there. And this year in particular, now that the team just did super. I mean, the squad it was the best ever so far in the D2 history of McKendree, and you capped it all off with a trip to the NCAA tournament. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was remarkable. It was just so fun to be a part of this team, and we just had a great year, and we just had so much fun when we were doing it, and that's ultimately what it's all about.
That was up at Romeoville. Is that near Chicago, Romeoville, I take?
Yeah, it's right up there near Chicago. It's Joliet area.
Oh, Joliet. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you didn't win a match. That was, that's disappointing. You go up to try and grab a victory or 2 or 3, but you
Right.
definitely, and you got stuck against one of the tournament's top ranked teams too, at number 4, Ferris State.
Yeah, they were a great team, and they came out and they played really well, and it just wasn't our day, and that's how volleyball goes. Any day it can be anybody's game.
You took them to 4 though, and you won that second set. I mean, you hung in there with them.
Yeah, we thought we had gained some momentum back after the first set. I think we came out and we were all just kind of a little nervous just
Right.
because of the setup and the scene, but we came back that second set and played well, and so we thought we gained momentum, and then the third set was really close too, and so we were all talking, we're going to 5, we're going to pull this one out.
That's right.
The fourth set just didn't go our way, and we had a lot of balls fall, and it was just a tough match.
Yeah, they stung you in the final. What turned out to be the final set there, 25-11. That's a second trip to the Nationals for McKendree at the Division II ranks. You finished very strong personally with 16 kills, and for your career, 1,015. You were really active.
Yeah, I had no idea that I had hit that, so it was quite a surprise leaving my last match. It kind of left at least a small happy note with ending my volleyball career.
Yeah, you did a super, but the whole team, dude, that was a grand job. And the team, 23 of 32 matches went in the left column for the Bearcats, and you were 16 up and only 2 down in the Great Lakes Valley, which is just remarkably solid in every sport. You won the Central Division, did you have? I mean, you know the team well. Did you think you were going to be this good when you busted camp and started for real?
I mean, we all had our expectations, and we knew we were going to be good, and we just wanted to play hard, and because the GLVC is a tough conference, so you never know on a daily basis who's going to come and who's going to win, and so we just wanted to come play tough every game, and we were just really blessed with a great season, and just hit all of our expectations and more.
And the overall schedule was just nails too. And you started out with that, easy little swing over to California.
Oh, yeah, the California tournament. Nikki challenges us in the preseason, and that's good because we go play some tough competition right off the bat to gear us up for the GLVC play. And we played teams out there that they were just remarkable, and they helped us learn more about ourselves and prep us for GLVC so we could go 14-2 in conference.
Coach Nikki Sandlin, we've had her on. We have her on every year a couple of times. She's pretty remarkable, and she not only does she coach the women's team, but also the men's. I don't know how often, if that's done by anybody else in the country, actually.
She is incredible. I don't know how she gets all the things she needs to get done, and not to mention she has 2 kids at home she takes care of, and she's a remarkable woman.
Yeah, I found that out about 2 weeks ago. The last time I had her on, there was a little background noise, and I said, "What's the deal there, man? Is there a mouse running around, or you? What?" She said, "Too little." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's a busy woman.
But 23-9, 16-2 in league, but outside, and you did win one match out there, by the way. But how was Southern California in that time of year? That was early September, wasn't it? Good weather?
It was extremely hot. They had a heat wave that weekend.
Oh, okay.
So we were fighting the heat because the gym we played in didn't have air conditioning either. So it was a rough weekend as far as heat, but it was so fun to be out there, and the atmosphere was wonderful. And got to meet new volleyball players that were just awesome, and it was really cool.
That is one strong volleyball state, isn't it? Beach volleyball is probably bigger than the inside job.
Yeah, it is. It's Cal Baptist. That's one of the schools we played, and they were sitting at number 1 for many weeks in a row, and those are the first team we played, and so that was cool to meet those girls and see what they do. I mean, they play beach all year round, so it's kind of hard to compete with that kind of practice schedule.
Yeah. Amanda Geiger's with us from the McKendree Bearcats volleyball team. Let's really get to the real team is important. That's number 1, but we got to get to, it's all about Amanda, and this is just magnificent. You were tagged as a Division II All-American. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was surprised when I saw it. It's such an honor to be considered among that group of women who play volleyball. I mean, it's such a high caliber, and to be among the best, I was humbled to be a part of that group.
Now, how did you find out? Did Coach Sandlin call you, send you a text? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nikki, she sent it in the group and told us, because Arayla, the other senior outside, she was tagged as All-American too, and she sent it in our group, and we were with each other at the time, and we were just at a loss for words.
Yes, that's right. You had a teammate as well. So Arayla and you, third team honors there. Not many kids are on these squads. It's a private group there, and you and 2 other cats, Arayla, one of those, also named all conference. If you're all American, you got to get all conference honors, right? But you picked those off too.
Yeah, Rayla and Morgan. She's a junior setter.
Morgan
Melchert.
Okay. Yeah, very good. But all the stats for all of you that you threw out there, just an example for the listeners here that don't know. You finished the year overall with almost 4 kills per set and 3.5 digs per set. That's a lot of quantity there, Amanda.
Yeah, I got to play all the way around this year, which was the first time since I've been at McKendree, and it was so fun to be enveloped in the game and just get that many more touches on the ball per game. And I went out there and played my best, and it was a fun season, and I got all kinds of wins, and we got all kinds of recognition for the school, and that's what we were ultimately pushing for, was just to put McKendree on the map.
Well, they are there again, and you are a notch or 2 above 4 kills in league play only, 3.68 digs per set, and those are just 2 reasons there. A lot of blocks, 2 over 50. You were also named the league's player of the year. Was that a shocker to you? Hey, I wouldn't think it would have been, huh?
No, well, Nikki told me when we were leaving for the tournament that she told me there was a surprise for me later. And I mean, whenever she tells me a surprise, I'm like, oh, are we going to have Oreos on the bus?
Yeah, Oreos, that's the thing, huh? And when you eat those Oreos there, Amanda, do you eat that icing first? Do you take them apart first or what?
No, put a fork in the middle of the icing and stick it down in milk. Oh, there's nothing better.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so that was my idea of a surprise. And then
it was even almost better.
Yeah, almost.
But you had the talent and the drive for a long time to be really a star player, and you jumped at it. But I'm sure even you saw a lot of improvement from your freshman year on, right? Wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, as a freshman, I had no idea the level of play that went on at McKendree with Division II, and so it took me a little bit to get used to the speed and how the game flowed, and also playing against other top players.
And just in practice alone, though, the competition, especially when you came in as a rookie there.
Yeah, we had, I think, close to 20 maybe on the team my freshman year. So every day at practice, it was competing for a spot on the floor.
This really did turn out. And how did the 4 years go by so fast? I don't get how this works either, but.
I know, it's crazy. My grandparents are actually telling me the other night, as you get older, the years fly by faster.
Yes.
And I told them I'm starting to figure that out.
Yes, yeah. And who are these grandparents?
Jerry and Millie Rocker.
Yes. Of course, I've known them for a long, but they're right. The Rockers are right. It buzzes by.
Yeah, yeah, and they actually didn't miss a single home game my 4 years at McKendree.
Great. I knew if they could possibly make, as many as they could. So they didn't miss one. Did they get some Orioles or anything? What? I mean.
Oh yeah, Grandma always gives me goodies. She always sends me with something.
Okay, but anything for them, did you?
Oh, right.
Okay. But McHenry, it was a good choice for you. You're on an excellent club. You had the very good teammates. And one of them I want to ask you about, because you're a local, once a local, always but from Kelly Voss from St. Rose in Mater Dei. She has she's got a future, doesn't she?
Oh, she does. Kelly is remarkable. I've gotten close to her these past 2 years, and because she's been a contributor on the floor since her freshman and sophomore year, and she's just so versatile. And we put her in the libero role this year, and she took that on, and no complaining. She just went right to it and worked her as hard as she could. And she's just, she's quite a kid. She's awesome.
She also racks up a lot of digs, and
she did, yeah.
And two more years left.
She has 2 more years and has so much experience, so she's got a bright future.
And somewhere along actually 3 times, speaking of Christ Our Rock, as we did earlier, Amanda Geiger's with us for a couple of more minutes here on Talkin' Sports. You played there 2 seasons, right? Yeah, 2?
3.
You were there 3 years. And
I was there 3 years.
one of those, another rockers up at Quincy, and Molly Reeder. Of course, you squared off with Quincy 3 times this season.
Yeah, Molly, we played together at Christ Rock for 1 season.
So you did 1 year. Okay, I wasn't sure how that, if there was a.
Yeah, it was 1 season. Yeah, and we played Quincy 3 times this year because they're in the Central Division, so we play everyone in the Central Division twice.
And
then we also played them in our their tournament.
That's right, in the preseason, and you beat them once, twice, not one. Well, you beat them all 3 times, didn't you? You got bragging rights there. Is Molly getting some playing time? She's young too.
Yeah, she's a sophomore. She was getting in, and because she's a DS, and they have a libero, I believe, and so she was getting some time in the back row as a DS, and she's playing great. She's got a bright future once she gets it. She's gotten some experience, and she'll just continue to get that. And
you told me
I'm excited to see her whenever she is her junior and senior year.
All right, yeah, and I always pull for our area athletes, so hopefully she gets more court time as she goes along, and probably will. So, by the way, I never have. Where is in Texas? That's not a state. That's a country, of course. Where is Tomball? Anywhere close to Dallas, Houston, or what?
Tomball is north of Houston.
What's north of Houston?
I'm just about 45 minutes, maybe an hour from the city.
Okay. Did you escape the wrath of the hurricane, or did you get hit pretty hard?
They did get I was not home during the hurricane, but they did get quite a few inches of rain, and our house was not affected, but a lot of people we knew and some friends, they did have hurricane or flood damage.
Yeah, that was a terrible mess there. But so that's where Tomball is. I never did.
Yes.
So what's next in your life now? You've got to graduate, but chances are you're en route to that.
Yeah, I actually I finished applying to medical schools in end of October, beginning of November, and I'm waiting to hear back from them on where my next chapter is going to be.
Have no idea at all?
It'll be Texas or Midwest region. That's where I've applied.
Okay. Somehow it's going to work out for you, I do believe. I knew you were smart too, Amanda. I don't know. Somehow I missed out.
Yeah, goodness.
That's the way it works, And will you stay in volleyball a little bit at some point? Will you play some? Will you keep connected some? Or I know you can be really busy in that field.
I'm actually coaching a club team, and that's how I hope to stay involved and stay in the sport and give back to the little girls and convey my love of volleyball.
No, that's good. That's good. And man, you got to have the basics on top of that. So you're starting out as a young age group.
Yes, yeah, I'm coaching 15s. They're 15-year-old girls, so not too young.
No.
Yeah, they're freshman year of high school, most of them, and we've only been at it for 2 weeks, and it's been so fun so far.
All right. Well, Amanda, we appreciate your time tonight, and thanks for coming on. Say hello to all the Geiger relatives, the Amanda relatives for us, okay?
Will do. Thanks so much, Rip.
And good luck to you in the future. You're going to do great.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on here.
All right. And check UPS or FedEx. I might have some Orioles in the mail.
Oh, perfect.
Well, they might not all be there, but part of the package will be. Okay, we'll see you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Amanda Geiger, an All-American volleyball player from McKendree University. Talent. Thanks to Amanda and also to Brian Hancock and Bill Morgan on scores and stuff Saturday morning. I don't know who we're going to lock up for scores and stuff yet, but we will talk hoops with Central coach Jeremy Schubert and from the KC Blue Angels, Janelle Kuhn. That's it. I'm out of time. You're out of time. Get on to whatever you want to now. This has been Talkin' Sports. We'll see you Saturday between 9 and 10 in the morning on Talkin' Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College, the future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7.